Oceans wide and stars up high, chasing dreams that touch the sky. Island filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas, maps we draw in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Islands filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas, maps we're drawing in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest, paradise we call our own, new world out there we have grown. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned the brave behave, friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned the brave behave, friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest, paradise we call our own, new world out there we have grown. On and on we sail so free, through the storms and howling breeze, hearts of courage, spirits high, together we can touch the sky. Quest for knowledge day and night. Oceans wide and stars up high, chasing dreams that touch the sky. Island filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas, maps we draw in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Islands filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas, maps we're drawing in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest, paradise we call our own, new world out there we have grown. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned the brave behave, friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Treasures found in every wave, lessons learned the brave behave, friendships new and bonds so tight, guiding through the starry night. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest, paradise we call our own, new world out there we have grown. On and on we sail so free, through the storms and howling breeze, hearts of courage, spirits high, together we can touch the sky. Quest for knowledge day and night. Oceans wide and stars up high, chasing dreams that touch the sky. Island filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas, maps we draw in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Islands filled with mysteries, stories of the ancient seas, maps we're drawing in our hearts, every dawn a brand new start. Journey on an endless quest, seeking knowledge never rest, paradise we call our own, new world out there we jaws so tight, guiding through the starry night.
We are back for another glorious episode of the Grand Line. For a quick recap, I would like to see players, for an inspiration, who would like to try to draw back on their knowledge from the last session and give us a recap.
Well, last time on the Grand Line, the crew kidnapped somebody. Following a assault when they tried to take Hina as a result of her formerly being a slave. They actually didn't kill everybody.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
And
That's a negative for Edson, isn't it?
it is. But needless to say, they then Yami and fuck, I forget who else was there.
It was me,
it was Yami, Ali,
Hina,
and Hina.
and the captain.
Yes, Yami, Hina, Ali, and the captain. Then hatched a very poorly thought out plan to sneak the man onto the ship.
No, it was good. It was good until his tattoo.
No, it was not.
No, wait.
It was not. It was not a good plan.
No. Ali
Look,
can attest this.
it was.
We were gonna
It
make
was
it
It was workable
until Ali showed his tattoo.
Yeah, until Ali. No, didn't show his tattoo. Outright told this person that he was a widow pirate who we were kidnapping.
I tried, Ali.
Once again,
I tried, Ali. I tried.
Look, God forbid when one guy decides to do his job, the whole world just gets thrown into chaos with one normal guy doing his job. Just a fucking dockmaster doing his job in Whiskey Peak of all places. He's doing his job fucking well.
He gets attacked.
He gets drop kicked in the water.
Yeah, well,
he gets
kind of
assaulted.
deserved that.
He did. I would say, yeah. If he would have
snail out of the sky.
If he would have kept his mouth shut, he would have been perfectly fine and dry.
Damn, he's just doing his job.
You didn't even try to bribe him.
If he already threw he already
money.
threw the snail in the air, which is what initiated the
before-
power driver drop kick.
He's talking
Before
about
that-
like you just decided I'm gonna talk and then I'm gonna use violence.
Well, Ali did talk again. Ali did his job until he said that one part. I did not expect that part.
Yeah.
We were not prepared for that.
That was a bit too much honesty.
Yeah, Ollie is a bit too honest for his own good. It comes with being a lawful character.
And that
Yeah,
and
there's-
his age, he is naive.
That is fair. I feel like he's learned. I feel like he's learned a valuable lesson that sometimes withholding the truth isn't entirely lying.
I mean, honestly,
from his perspective, he's only been on Earth, meaning not in Marie Joie for a week. Ollie, about 2 weeks, give or take.
Yeah, but supposedly this man had some kind of streetwise master.
I give him.
But
I give Ali credit.
That only gets you so far.
I give Ali credit because at least he tried. Because I already was ready to drop kick the fuck out of the guy.
Well, so yeah, you were about.
Ollie succeeded. He just messed up everything else.
You were about to do the one thing that every bard fucking dreads: his party trying to help.
So I'm like, I was like, he's like, let me hear. He's like, hear me out. I'm like, what? Before I drop kick him, let's see where this goes.
Yeah,
and
the best part is,
and I still drop kicked him.
You only gave him 5 seconds.
I mean, it took him 5 seconds to get us shot and cold on.
Yes,
so
but
thank God I was ready. Thank God I was ready.
That's the best part. Like, you literally are just like, all right, I'm going to do this. He's got 5 seconds. All right, cool. Go.
Yeah, I did say.
No pressure
Hell, I didn't.
at all.
I did say
I
that.
had
I
pulled
was
it
like,
off. I had succeeded. I just said something dumb, and so did Ollie by extension.
And in the defense, the picture is slightly destroyed because you did interfere. So it's not a perfect picture.
I did shoot it.
So, it's not a total flop.
we'll see
but
where
also,
it goes. This is why we're here.
It's not too hard also knowing that, not that you guys know, Edson, does the party know that you already have a bounty with the Black Widow?
Yeah, Yami's carrying around my wanted poster. He mentioned last session that
So-
he
Yeah,
wanted to rub it in my face.
Yeah, I was.
But he hasn't-
I kept it secret until I see
Well-
Edson and we have time to talk about it. Like,
But that's the thing. Edson has 2 bounties on him.
oh well, I
That's
got
true.
the one that you gave. Whatever you gave me is the one I have. I don't know about the
Yeah,
other.
Edson
you have
has-
you have the unofficial bounty.
Yeah, Edson has a Marine bounty and a...
The pirate. I got the pirate one, not
bounty.
the marine one.
I'm a wanted man in 3 systems.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of Edson right now.
Subtlety
Jesus Christ.
subtlety is definitely your crew's bottom. Like,
What?
that
what
is
gave
your
it away?
mode.
Out of curiosity,
Y'all thought I was
what
gonna
gave
get
it away?
one.
Was it the me shooting the guy in the middle of a bar, or the party trying to sneak an unconscious body in a rug past a guy who's doing his job?
We almost succeeded.
You see, I just
Oh,
don't
no,
know what.
Had I not been honest, we would have succeeded.
We would have. It would have been honestly. We would have got away with it like a fucking smooth criminals. But again, no offense to Ollie, because I'm not blaming you, because you know.
Look, I'm not
No,
gonna lie.
hold on.
But
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that was literally the most stereotypically D&D bard thing that has ever happened to me in front of my eyes. He talked his way out of a problem
And
after
then caused
talking his way into a problem, and then immediately undid all of his work by saying one word.
I feel like, right as we got away with it, we're walking away, and the guy's like, "Wait a minute, hold on a second," and we're like, "Oh fuck, shit, go, drop kick, run!" And then I remember telling the captain to like kind of hurry up. I think it was I told Hina and the captain to like I gave them the body to walk towards the ship because I kind of already knew where this was going, and.
I mean, it could have gone not that way.
Yeah, so I was like, I gave the
word.
body to Hina and the captain. I said, you know, you guys carry this, start walking, and let me and Ollie handle this. Because I'm like, it's good cop, bad cop. Ollie was a good cop, and I had to be the bad cop.
With all seriousness, it could have been much worse.
Yeah, it definitely could have.
You have 3 known crews associated with each other on this island. It could have been bad.
It definitely could have been bad.
So
We could have stayed here, and Edson could have gotten the crew into infinitely more problems than we ended up doing.
Touche.
Why do you think Ollie wanted to leave that day? Really,
I
we
was
shouldn't have checked out the training. Anyway.
Literally just the other set. Well, just what is it? 2 sessions ago, when Edson was staking out the bar, I was this close to just burning the building down with all of them in it.
Oh god, that would have been so wonderful. I would have burnt your ship.
I mean, they could have tried because I was on the ship. They had to burn me first.
Listen, if you think that you're the only ones that can access magic, I mean, technology. But
I believe we have some pistols, right? I think I'm a better shot than Edson. So
I
Damn.
wasn't talking about pistols.
I swear. This is why I hate rolling dice in a dice game.
At least we're on Foundry today. But with that, the other thing,
True.
the other main event that happened in the last session is the players met an interesting character who flew onto their ship in a giant ball of blue fire. For those of you who do follow the One Piece show, you would recognize Devil Fruit fairly easy as belonging to what will become Marco the Phoenix's fruit. Due to the fact that this story in particular takes 45 years, 45 years in the past, it's not uncommon to find devil fruits that you might have already come across. In that particular universe. This individual, Shiori of the Tempest Drakes, recommended to the party that they need to, or it would be in their best interest to head more west. The island in particular that he has recommended the players to go to is called Iron Root Island. We're going to see what the players have in store for us, because as we've seen in previous episodes, I don't actually need to throw them chaos. They make it on their own.
I think our motto is nothing ever goes as planned. So plan it as you go.
I thought our motto was we never have a plan, just wing it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, same, exactly. Same difference.
Basically, Leonard Snart from The Flash. Make a plan, execute the plan, forget the plan, wing it.
This sounds about right.
Yep, accurate.
But with
That's one thing we could all agree on.
You are now in open water. You are heading west. And you have a hostage who is regaining consciousness. What would you like to do?
So I'm gonna assume that we talked like the crowd heard us talking about this guy before. Or was that pre-recording when we were talking about the prisoner?
In what regard?
Oh, were we live when I was saying, maybe he might know this, maybe he might know that, and then everybody's like,
No,
nah, he probably doesn't know shit.
We were not live at that point, no.
Okay, all right. So we'll start that off, and then because I'm leaning more towards a cannonball, but let's role play it.
Let's find out, because we'll have to see if your captain will allow that.
I'm gonna slap him awake, throw cold water, like a bucket of water with a fish in it, just like the fish slaps him in the face.
Bro, that's food right there. Why'd you gonna do that? I caught that fish.
Well, it's still on the boat. You could cook it later. Anyways, back to the matter at hand. I'm gonna put my foot on this guy, like, because I'm pretty sure he's sitting. Wait, would we sit him in a chair? Nah, he doesn't have the privilege of sitting in a chair.
He's
He's
probably
just like,
on the ground.
yeah.
You
I'm
don't have the
menacingly
privilege.
standing over him. I'm putting my sword is literally at his throat, like the point, and I'm like, so you're gonna answer all our questions, or we're gonna do what my friends talked about. What did we talk about again, friends? Please remind him.
Torture.
That's one of the options.
I was just gonna grab a cannonball and throw him overboard with it.
Oh, I thought we were gonna shoot him out the cannon with the cannonball. I thought that would be more fun.
No, I was gonna tie it around his neck and then push him off with the cannonball.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Okay, I was say that's a great idea, but hear me out now. What if we tie the cannonball to his ankle, and when the cannonball shoots, it launches it with him, and so we can see how far he flies.
Or you could just shoot him in the head and be done with it. If you're going to kill a man, be quick about it.
No, we got to be fun about it. Look at him; he's pathetic. He got caught.
Torture someone to death.
Edson gives you a really dirty look after saying that.
Who, me?
Yes.
I mean, what have he would have done with us? The same, probably.
Give me
an eye for an eye.
Pause. Give me a group intimidation check, please. Then continue.
Okay.
Group intimidation.
I'm a roll terrible on this.
Well, we're above a 10.
10, 12, 13, 14.
Still not enough.
Like, Ollie's just sounds like the most merciful of the group, and he just outright killed a man.
Man, Hoshiko did pretty better than all of us, and he didn't even want to do with it.
again,
Hey, I said torture.
Oh well, you did. I don't see. I didn't say torture it, but fair enough.
Maybe
he's not.
it's just the fact that Oshiko just said torture, but then was completely silent afterwards. So it's just like, what kind of torture?
I
What
feel like
kind of
Hoshiko would have said it
torture?
like. I feel like the reason why it's so intimidating because Hoshiko just said it so calmly. Like it wasn't like yeah menacing. He was just like yeah let's just torture him like a psychopath or some shit.
As a whole, you're not very intimidating.
All right. I mean
And
it's not
as a whole,
torture. It's not torture
18,
if we
30.
just shoot him. I mean
I did. The DC was 15 but again, not many of you passed.
I'm the only one that passed.
So Hoshiko, yeah, you're slightly intimidating, but as a whole, no, you guys aren't.
he just. Mm-hmm.
You're giving him off the more the funnish pirate crew.
So I feel like everybody's all like kind of he doesn't take anybody serious, and then you see his Hoshiko like standing in the most shadowiest part, just like torture him.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, what the who the fuck is that?
But it could also just
Is there
be
any-
like Hoshiko's in that like dark mood where it's just like no, like I can't be found out. You might have to die kind of situation.
Oh, you know, like when animes and like their eyes just go dark, or like it makes them ominous, and they're like he's like the most smilingest guy. It's just ominous. I mean, Hoshiko does have blood on his face in his picture, so it makes sense.
No, well, you have to understand. Like Hoshiko's worried about being caught. Correct me if I'm
That
wrong,
too.
Hoshiko. Like you know you're into shit you shouldn't be doing. In that mentality of
Yeah, but from what it seems like, I haven't done nothing compared to them.
He doesn't want us to find his porn collection.
hold
That's
on.
what it is.
You know, the worst part about One Piece in that regard, what you're doing is far worse.
Yep.
I haven't done nothing compared with them.
Uh,
That has been caught. That has been caught.
there's samples of your notebook, sir, but we'll come to that at another point. With that, players, go ahead and discuss what you'd like to do as this individual is looking at you. A deer in a headlight look. Not intimidated, but also not feeling like he's safe. So it's not like he's delusional that thinks that you guys are not going to kill him. He just isn't finding you. It's one of those instances where it's like...
He's confused. He's probably confused as fuck.
I know I can die, but you guys aren't that scary.
It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just very confused. Like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, he's just lost, I feel like.
Well, no, at this point, he's like, all right, these are the people that are going to just, like, kill me slowly, not, like, torture me.
Well, he
for
also
hours
did
on
see us
end.
kill his teammates and his captain, so...
And again, you killed them very quickly. So it's like, worst things can happen. Just, if I deny you, you'll get pissed off, you'll kill me, and we're good.
Yeah, I'm just going and getting a cannonball.
Wait.
Can you look at the messages real quick, DM?
I'm gonna put my hand on Essence shoulder. Hold on. It's not our decision. I'm gonna look towards the captain.
He shrugs your hand off and starts walking towards the cannonballs.
We're not drowning him to death.
And you heard the captain's orders. Are you gonna defy the captain? And I'm gonna put my hand on my sword as he keeps walking.
Alright, what do I have to roll for that?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Bet. Will it be an advantage?
It depends on how much you want it. If you really want it, yes, it'll be an advantage.
Bet.
You are able to find one.
Of each item?
Yes.
Bet. Okay. So
Crypticism.
alright, bet. So out silence, Hoshiko is gonna walk over to Hina, whisper a little bit into her ear, and then we just go off for like a minute or two while everybody's arguing between one to shoot out of the cannon
I'm
and
gonna
all
say you
that.
disappear for 10 minutes, for about 5
All right,
minutes. or so.
10 minutes. All right, 10 minutes. So they have 10. They're arguing. You guys are arguing for 10 minutes and all that. Me and Hina comes back with a rat, pot, and she has something. I'll say she has like a torch.
Before we get there, we're going to, because I just want you to pause for a second. because you're going to come in just after the captain tells the others that there's going to be no drowning on this ship. So let me just finish with that, and then we're going to get to your plan, because I like this. So, Captain, you're not going to let them drown this motherfucker?
Yeah, honestly, as soon as the captain said that, and when Edson shoved my hand off his shoulder and went to go get the cannonball, and the captain said, "No, I'm gonna put my hand on my sword," and look at Edson like, "You heard the captain's orders, or are you not gonna listen?"
Edson, he's got his hand on his sword.
And why not exactly?
We can't torture him to death. If we're gonna kill him, we kill him quickly. He doesn't have to suffer. Like we killed
And
everyone
why-
else quickly.
And why not?
I hate to be that
That's
guy,
who we
Captain,
are.
but drowning somebody is actually one of the best deaths to give somebody.
That's a deception check right there.
No, I mean technically, literally, I've studied this.
Oh,
Yes,
God,
don't ask me
no.
how I know, but drowning.
Okay, no,
I agree
drowning
with you.
is
It is
look,
one of the most frightening deaths, and I
Yeah.
will
But-
argue
but-
only based on my opinion, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
But no. If you look it up historically, when you right before you die, you get the a bunch of your endorphins are released into your brain, and you get like the best high. So you have like a
Really?
feeling of very yes.
Dude, you're
I
having
promise.
a panic.
Oh, shit.
Nah, dude, you're
I
having a
promise you. Look
panic
it up. Don't
attack.
ask me. Google it. Look
Listen,
it up in
you know
any
what?
medical form.
I do not
Like
need
right
to
before
get
you die,
high.
when you drown, your body releases a bunch of endorphins, and you get the best high in the world. Then you die.
You know what? No high is worth that ride.
I'm not saying it's not scary, but
I am not
it's
that-
actually one of the best ways to go. It's just one of
If
the
I-
scary ways to go.
If
Jesus
I'm dying
Christ.
of a panic attack,
Don't
while
ask me how I know that. I just know.
I do not want to feel my lungs burning. I don't want. No, I would rather die
And
skydiving
right,
than
and
drowning.
right when your lungs are about to
But-
burst is when your body releases all those endorphins, and you get the. Again, this is only from what I read. I read a lot of shit. Don't ask me how, why. I don't know why,
Yeah?
but
So, how are you finding this information, or who's telling you this? Because the people who would experience this are dead.
Not all
I
people.
mean, people. I mean, people that they say people who almost drown to death and come back to life. You know, because you can
No,
still
see,
resuscitate. You can
stop
still
that.
resuscitate somebody.
Anyway, nope. Rabbit hole. Let's avoid that.
Yes,
Nope.
but anyways, yeah.
But
I'm
anyway,
gonna.
so
Mhm.
on that, we see.
I just looked it up. That's interesting.
Thank you.
Anyway, listen. I'm not going
But
there.
yeah, so
because
when- alright,
we'll
so
talk
back to the
about
game.
that. We'll talk about that later. Yeah.
Back to the game. So when
with that-
I look at the captain and say that, I'm gonna kind of like release a little bit of the tension on my sword. I'm like, I mean, that's probably the best way to go, especially if he's a sailor.
Pausing.
Unless you want me to behead him.
Hoshiko,
Let's
you are
even-
now. You are and now. Pause. We are now entering. You have your material. Go ahead.
So, all right, you gonna see Hoshiko's holding a pot, a rat, and Hina has a torch.
Edson immediately knows what's going on.
Yep,
He
I
stops-
definitely know
he
what's going
stops
on.
reaching for the cannonballs.
So,
I'm gonna
Captain Hina.
eye the pot, the torch, the rat, and then look at the captain like with the like eyebrows raised up, like.
Hoshiko,
Captain
give me
Hina.
another intimidation check.
would this be with advantage?
Would you like Hina to roll, or would you like the advantage?
I would let Hina roll.
Okay. So straight roll.
Well, Hina's kind of dark. I think that's advantage in itself.
She only has
She
a
have
plus
it-
2 modifier to deception. She's not intimidation. She's not actually proficient in it.
Do you have
Oh,
a
wow.
+1 to it? That's better than me. I have a -1.
She
I have a
rolled a
plus
12.
Mm.
Yeah, but you're
Okay.
not holding the rat, the flame, or the pot. Sorry. He immediately knows what they're thinking.
roll that shit, Hoshiko.
Now, mind you,
What am I
you
rolling
guys
again?
also have 3 inspiration.
Intimidation.
And just regular?
Yep, straight roll.
Let's go. 16.
All right. He is slightly scared.
He's like, all right, these guys are probably. You know what? I think I'll take the cannonball at this point.
So Hoshiko's gonna look at the captain. All right, captain. I'm gonna torture him. I'm gonna give him roughly 5, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how fast the rat wants to be. He's not. I'm not gonna torture him to death. I'm if it gets to a point he's about to die, either Edson or Yami could kill him. If he gives us the information, that we want, I'll stop the torture. But Edson or Yami's still gonna kill him.
Yami's now paying attention towards Hoshigo, and he's gonna grip his sword. Captain said no torturing unless you're gonna disobey her.
She said
And
don't
I'm gripping
torture
my.
to don't. She said don't torture to kill. She
I'm
said
looking at the captain.
if we're gonna kill him, it has to be fast. Don't torture him and to kill him. I'm
Hand on my
gonna
sword
torture him.
still
I did
gripped.
say that.
I'm torturing him for information, and if he looks like he's about to die,
She
you
said
guys get
no.
the quick kill.
As Captain said, no torturing. Just kill him if we're gonna kill him. Words as said. Are you gonna disobey our
You didn't.
captain? And my sword is
You didn't
now
say.
in my hand,
I,
still gripped
I
at
You
the
didn't
did
say
say
no.
sword.
I did say don't torture him to death. Drowning is torturing someone to death. That is correct.
And I'm not drowning him, and I'm not torturing him to death. I'm gonna torture him till he's close to death, and I'm gonna stop. And that's up to you. If you guys want to keep him alive, y'all can keep him alive. If y'all want to kill him, y'all can kill him.
I feel like all eyes are on the captain at this point. Just
Captain, morality wise, what are you gonna do? Considering
I
you
don't
follow
like
the
the
god
idea.
of liberation.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of torturing him. No matter what, to be honest.
So, this is a crucial moment for you as a captain. What are you gonna do?
What does Hina think?
Hina's
Hina
holding the
is
torch.
Hina's going
I
Yeah.
understand that,
along.
but is Hina okay going with it, or is she just following right now?
ask her.
Give me an insight check.
Oh, I was gonna say you could always ask her too.
I mean, you could also ask her.
I can, but I don't know if she's gonna be like honest with me
Truthful.
or say yes, go ahead because you're the captain. Insight, right?
Yeah, give me that insight so you could get a general read on how her body language or
Oh,
such.
absolutely terrible.
You have inspiration.
You can use inspiration if you want to. You can
Yeah,
use
we got
inspiration
three.
if you
We
want
got
to.
three. I think it's only prior prestiges that we need the most crucial.
Listen, you guys do a lot. You get inspiration. It's not like I withhold it from you guys.
Well, listen. Honestly, as a generous DM, we got inspiration and prior prestige outside of the game. So
right? Like,
Yeah.
good.
You can
we
Go
got one
ahead.
use
You know what?
inspiration.
I will even let you re-roll it for free. I will give you the
Alright.
free inspiration.
See.
That's
you know what?
funny.
Whenever
You
anybody
know what,
says
DM?
I am not a benevolent GM, I even gave that for free. See?
For free.
With that, you do
Well,
notice
free,
that she is
free.
apprehensive. She is not very comfortable, but she is not. It's more reading the room and crowd mentality type of a thing.
She's going with the thing, but it's not something she would normally do in a sense, right?
Yeah.
She's going with the group. Like, all right, this is a crew.
It's one of those one of us kind of mentalities.
Yeah, that's not what I want. I don't want. If we're gonna do something, I want all of us as a majority saying yes. This is not something all of us as a majority are saying yes to.
Well, you're the captain. It doesn't matter what we think. It's what you want. And I'll make sure everybody abides to that as I look everybody around with my hand on my sword.
You're not intimidating nobody. But
I'm
I
not
am going to
intimidating
respect your
you. I
wishes,
don't plan on
Captain.
intimidating you. I plan on killing you if you disobey. I don't need to intimidate you. You could be happy and die. I don't need you scared. If you're scared, you're only going to run away.
Edson's just leering at you after saying that.
I'm gonna make a small
I respect your
grin.
wishes, Captain.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm releasing the tension on my sword. Well, so how do we dispatch of him then? What do you want?
Well, ask him your questions. Get as much information out of him as you can.
I mean,
I think it'll be best if you ask him, Captain, because you're the one that saved him.
I was gonna say, I don't think he's gonna talk to any of us after we propose all these stuff. So, I mean, that's my assumption.
I don't think he's gonna talk at all.
Yeah.
If you were gonna start by talking about torture, you gotta follow through. If he knows he's gonna die and he doesn't need to suffer,
I'm gonna glare at him with one eye,
he
like
doesn't need to tell you anything.
I'm gonna glare at him with one eye. I'm like, unless he appreciates his generosity and wants to live, he might just make it. Maybe, if he talks.
I'm not gonna lie, but this guy does not need to make an insight check or anything. Edson's face is just reading, that is a complete lie. I will kill you the second they look away.
Oh, there is a pool around this man. He is thoroughly intimidated.
He's like, at this point, he probably thinks we're fucking insane.
Probably.
I wasn't too subtle when I said there's a pool around him, right?
Nope. Just everybody is willing. We got somebody holding a torch, a pot, and a rat. We got somebody holding a gun, a sword.
He
we got
himself, like, I'd pee myself in that situation because, yeah, you're right. Listen, that is a lot of torture. I'd be spilling my guts if I was him.
Everybody's giving a different. I said I'm willing to cut his head off with one swift strike. Edison said, "Yeah, we can time to a cannonball and drown him." We got Hoshigo with the rat pot, and then you got a priest. Like the priest, I think the priest. Listen, I'm gonna look at the prisoner. Like, listen, it's either her or us. You choose. And I'm gonna walk away to like a corner and lean on like one of the banisters to the side railing, and wait for my next orders. I'm pretty sure he's looking at all of us, and then looking at her, then looking at us, and then looking at her. Like, I might take my chances. I would hope, at least, if he's smart.
So with that, what would you guys like to do?
Well, Shiko went to go return the stuff and throw the rat over the ship.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Wait! We could have cooked that. God damn it!
No, we have fish. We're okay.
We're not eating rat.
Eat a rat.
I am not cooking you people rat. And you're gonna notice that Hina looks overboard and goes as she spits and walks away. You have officially angered Hina.
They're not that bad. If you come where I'm from and that's all you have to eat, tastes pretty delicious to me.
It's not all we have to eat, though. We're okay.
You know what?
Doing us well.
At that point, Hina is once more deliberately gonna walk towards you to where she previously spit, glaring at you, and again, and then walk away.
Ding.
Cooking you rat pieces of shit.
He's just like trying not to faint. He's like, oh my god.
When we're starving to death and we have no rats, we'll know why.
We could get fish.
I guess. Like, it's boring after a while. How many fish can you catch in the ocean?
I don't know. There was one time I caught like 8 or 9 at once.
You, the book reader.
Yeah, you missed it. I even caught a rainbow fish.
So what has happened to the person in question? I had to go to the toilet real quick.
He's
Besides
just there.
sitting in his own
He's
urine.
just sitting there in his own urine.
Yeah. He's listening us to talk about cooking rats and eating fish. So he's probably like, what the fuck is going on right now?
This crew is probably the most dysfunctional crew he's ever encountered.
Meta-wise, he's really thinking if he jumped into the ocean, could he survive?
Now she was like, wait.
Well, if you want to ask Edson, he'll help him get to the ocean
mean-
faster.
Sends the cannonball. Like he's fairly confident he can make it. He's just trying to figure out how to jump over.
Even
All
bound.
right then. So,
I mean, yeah,
He's a
I feel
good
like he's trying
swimmer.
to squirm away as we're all bickering.
what's your? Ollie's keeping an eye on him, just so you know.
You
For
see
all of
him.
this.
I'm not even gonna have you. You see him looking to see what the lowest point is that he could just jump overboard.
Captain, your orders. What do you want to do?
Well, you're the one who wanted to get him here, so why don't you ask the questions you're looking to ask?
Edson walks over and crouches next to him. Hello. I'm going to ask you 4 questions. You're going to answer them immediately and honestly. Do you understand?
As he's saying that, I'm gonna drop a cannonball next to his fucking head.
Okay.
So we're going this route.
Give me an intimidation check.
I will give it to Edson if he wants to roll with advantage. I won't roll it. Because I'm gonna, like, as Edson crouches down, I'm gonna just drop the cannonball. Like, if we're going this route, just know what you're choosing, sir. As I look at him with my one eye.
That is a 13.
With the advantage?
Yes.
God damn it! I should
I
have
have no
probably rolled.
I have no modifier.
I do have a +2 for my intimidation. I just thought you would have had it. I'm sorry. I trusted in you. We have inspiration. Use it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Because we got a free one, so it would have been the one that Captain used technically.
Roll that
So go
shit.
ahead. Oh, goddamn.
Still a 13.
DM, if you're so gracious, can I spend my luck point to give it to Edson? I'll leave this entirely up to you.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, I tried. I'm sorry. I mean, you can use another inspiration if you want, but either way,
I
don't
say he's
care
already
enough.
had advantage and an extra inspiration.
Believe
on
me,
top of
even
that.
if I could, I don't care enough.
okay, fair enough. All right, so it is what it is. Continue on.
Do you understand?
Can you repeat the question for me?
I'm going to ask you 4 questions. You're going to answer them immediately and honestly. Do you understand?
I'll try.
Who is your captain?
I'm kind of gonna squint at Edson, like I think he's dead.
Your crew killed him. His name was Captain Lyrian.
Why were you hanging out with those other 2 pirate groups?
I don't know. I didn't know them.
Mm-hmm.
I know as they came into our bar. Our
Insight
captain
check.
seemed friendly. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to do insight as well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah.
I-
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
definitely know nothing.
Okay.
You know
Can I
what?
also
You know
roll an
what?
insight?
I'm gonna use one of my lucky points, so I have 2 left. If I got them, might as well use them.
Yep. Well, you did one
And-
better. You did one better.
You know what? I just give up on life.
Don't do that.
I'll roll an
Oh,
insight check.
how did I get a 1 and then a 2 back to back? This
Hey, the
DM,
next one's gonna be 3.
is it alright if I roll an insight check, DM?
Absolutely.
13.
I'm just gonna clock out for the day.
So,
I'm gonna try and roll one too. That's terrible. Continue.
ultimately,
You said his captain's name was who?
Leander or something like that.
Leanne.
Leanne.
Yeah, he's dead. You guys killed him.
Yeah, I know.
But if you're looking for who we served, our flag's under the Black Widow pirates.
Yeah, we know.
I don't know much about them. I can't tell you much.
So who's
Where'd you
Leon?
dock- Where'd you dock your ship?
We were on the island. I mean, we were moored out in the back end.
How big is your ship?
I don't know. A little bit bigger than this one.
Thank you.
So slower.
I quickly draw my short sword and stab it into his chest.
Go ahead and roll for attack with advantage.
That should be automatic crit, no? He's bound and prone.
No, that's not how that works, unfortunately.
Mm.
Let me see.
And then I'm going to use my... I can only do that with guns. 7 enough to kill him.
7 is not enough to kill him.
I'm gonna draw my sword and try to kill him.
But he just woke up with 1 health.
Oh, then I forgot.
After you come back from unconsciousness, you have 1 health.
He's dead. He's dead, Jim.
And then I push his body over the edge.
There you go.
There. It's dealt with.
So all we know is his captain is dead, named Leanne, and he has a big ship, which means it's slower than our ship. So that's good to know.
That's not how boats work, but sure.
Actually, it is. Everybody thinks this is meta knowledge, but pirates also they had schooners, not brigades and stuff, because the reason they had schooners like small boats is because they were faster than the big boats, which is why they got away all the time.
Sir, you're in a caravan. You're not in a
schooner.
I'll say. Look it up. Look it up.
I'll say one thing. Technically, that's true, but they didn't have smaller ships because they were faster. They had them because that's what they could get. Larger ships generally had enough sails that if it was just a straight line sprint, they
what made it faster? Because larger ships had more sails. You know how much people that you need to drop those sails, and how many sails you need to drop before you can just drop 3 sails and get the fuck out of there?
Well, yes, you react differently to changes in the wind, but generally,
and how many sails? All those sails for that big ship. How much would it take to turn it when it takes like 3 sails compared to 100 sails? Turn it to next right or left.
It wouldn't actually it wouldn't actually be any more difficult to turn right or left because they're still steered by the rudder and sails have nothing to do with turning.
True, but to drop all those sails, yes. To drop 40 sails compared to 3 sails.
Before we get into a conversation...
And it's later. But anyways, right. rabbit hole. Go ahead.
Thank you. So, you are on this imaginary caravel going at an imaginary speed. No need to argue semantics here. What would you like to do as you push this dead body into the water?
Well, he did die a fast death, Captain, and he had no knowledge. What else? Where's our destination?
What was that lady
talking about? Going west?
Yeah, to some marine base to avoid a blockade.
I think we're avoiding a marine blockade.
Yeah, by going to a marine base.
Is it a marine base?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
The assumption being, if there's a blockade, there isn't exactly a garrison.
You think that assumption's correct?
It's reasonable to assume. Believe it or not, generally most marine bases don't expect to be attacked by just about anything. So leaving a skeleton crew behind isn't too crazy, especially this early.
And I mean, we're not attacking them, we're just trying to get through them, right?
Yes, of course.
So it should be doable.
If we go to the marine base,
we're not stopping there, are we?
Yeah, we might have to loiter for a few hours, but no longer than 48.
Well,
You're gonna see Yami like make a very smug smile and kind of like his one eye look towards Edson. Well, if we're gonna go there, we're gonna need disguises. I forgot to mention, and I'm gonna pull out the bounties. Slap it on the table. I'm pretty sure we have like a table somewhere in the ship that we're all like congregated around.
Well, if you're depends on where you're congregating, because are you eating or are you just on?
I imagine he just slapped this on some barrel that's on the deck.
That's all right.
Yeah, and we would make a makeshift. I would say a
Most
makeshift.
likely.
A makeshift table. Like we're gonna have a makeshift table.
Yep.
I'm
so
like,
you
well-
slap down on the barrel.
Perfect timing. So I'm like, they know who you are. So we can't just waltz in there.
Edson looks at you, not at all surprised.
I'm still smugging. I'm gonna ignore that and just like smug, like have a smug smile, like as if I got a one up on him, and I probably don't. I don't, but I'm gonna just pretend I do. Just like, yeah, he thought we didn't know. He's like, nah, you guys know.
Well, it looks like I have a higher bounty than you do.
Good.
Isn't high bounty something that pirates generally brag about?
I don't know. I don't like them to see me coming. See, if you have a bounty, that means you left somebody alive.
He's just gonna go off and play some music.
Yeah, Edson just starts walking away after that comment.
I think I'm gonna kind of whisper towards Hoshiko and Mira. I'm like, I think I won this one.
I don't know about that.
I mean, you only get about. He says he's always talking high and mighty about killing everybody, but not everybody. Obviously, if they know him.
I don't brag about killing everybody, by the way.
No, I know.
Yeah,
This
it's
is Yami. No, this is
private.
Yami. Because Yami does remember the one time saying when you said to him like, "Oh, you left him alive." So I was like, So I'm trying to throw this
I
back
remember
at you.
this.
That was my get back.
I never actually mentioned that. Nor did I ever mention killing him.
No, you did. You did.
No, I've mentioned that several times out of character, but never in character.
He's never mentioned that in character.
Oh, okay.
Never once.
Mistake. My mistake. We'll redact that. I'm like,
In fact, this is the first time you've ever really seen Edson want to kill somebody in cold blood.
Well, I seen you do it this time.
Yeah, this time, not last time.
That's right. I walked away. He did it when everybody left. I forgot. Yep.
Because I'm sure that's why he finds the irony in the comment, because you left the person alive last time he had to kill, and that's how he got caught.
Well,
And he
that's
knows
exactly. That's all right. Let me redact this. This is how I know you got caught, because I killed 3 people and a captain and didn't get caught.
Oh no! You're not redacting the comment
Nope.
of leaving.
Nope,
people
I've already walked away in disgust.
Yeah, no, we're not redacting that. That was pure canon, buddy. I love
All right,
you,
fine,
though.
fair enough.
I love you, buddy.
But I mean, I killed 3 people and a captain, and I don't have a bounty. What does that say?
That you know of.
Yet.
And that's canon because I don't know it.
Now,
You don't think you'd have a bounty for
Time
drop
out.
kicking a...
hold on. What does Sanji get mad at Zoro for having?
a higher bounty?
A higher bounty.
Who's the only one on the crew known to have a bounty?
Oh my gosh! Stop comparing me to Zoro.
No. Who's winning the pirate game right now?
Leave me alone.
Edson.
So, alright, real quick, meta knowledge. Would I even have a bounty for what I did?
Yeah, probably we've all got
Currently,
bounties.
you are all establishing a pirate bounty, meaning you got a crew that wants you all dead.
Because I killed
I did it.
3 people, a captain, and I drop kicked a dockmaster.
Believe me, the drop kicking the dockmaster was probably and being knowingly associated with a kidnapping of a widow pirate member is probably.
I did kidnap them. Damn, I did
You
kidnap
also
somebody.
killed
too.
2 widow pirates in defense of a slave. You were in
Yeah.
a populated area.
I killed 3. It was 3. It was 2 regular ones, a captain, and I kidnapped the third one. The fourth
So,
one, I should say.
Safe to
This
say,
guy.
the Black Widow pirates have a hit on at least the captain, Kenshin, Hina, of course,
Ollie, because they got the photo from him.
Ali,
Damn.
And then I drop kicked the dock
Edson.
master.
In fact, Hoshiko's
Yeah, but I
probably
already
the only
said you,
one who they don't
Kenshin.
have.
Yeah, it's
Well, or Julius.
Hoshiko's
No,
the only one who
Julius.
does it.
Oh, that's true.
Hoshiko and
Julius,
Julia.
yeah.
Julius.
So yeah, for the most part, you're all developing a bounty, which at this point
At least an
is to be
underworld
expected.
bounty.
So back to in character now, not meta. Yeah, Kenshin doesn't have to him he doesn't have a bounty yet. So I'm like, yeah, I got away with this clean, and I did what you did better.
So, like,
I'm saying this to myself.
I was gonna say you could tease him for getting caught, but the fact is he's got a bounty and you've got his wanted poster. So who's got more pirate prestige, motherfucker?
I don't know. A good criminal is a smooth one in my eyes.
The fuck?
That's not
Since when does Yami brag about being a criminal?
Hey, listen, it's okay.
It's
We're
only
going-
okay if you don't get caught. You're only a criminal if you get caught.
No, it's only illegal until you get caught. Words to live by, especially as pirates.
Technically, from a legal perspective, nothing we did was technically illegal. In that particular instance.
Except when I drop kick. I think the only illegal thing I technically did was drop kick the dock master, but because we were
He was a
attacked.
pirate too.
So kidnapping's not illegal?
He was a pirate.
I was gonna say
Did you
He
get
was a
caught?
pirate.
it's still kidnapping.
And technically, we were in our legal rights to do it.
All right, listen.
We just
Legal
did it
rights
at
to
the wrong.
kidnap
We
is
just did it at the
wild.
wrong
All right,
spot.
listen.
Rabbit hole.
One of your crew members just committed murder in front of several accomplices. Are we really going to split semantics here?
Well, at the time, I was putting stuff away, so I didn't see nothing.
So,
At this point, we're just
I
arguing
never
morality.
said you, though. I only said several accomplices. And yes, you didn't stop them, so by definition, you are an accomplice. So, I'm not sure where the argument here lies.
It's a gray area. But anyways, as we are, so we're Captain.
I'm
We're heading
giving you an
to.
inspiration. It's a
Captain,
gray
we're heading
area,
to,
my fucking ass. I'm rewarding that behavior.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I love how
so
we're on the
Yami,
same team.
You,
We
were
have-
saying.
Huh?
I said you were saying.
So Captain, is it we're heading towards that marine spot?
Yeah,
Is that the
I guess
direction?
so.
What is exactly? I hate to say this. Edson, Ollie, Hoshigo, we quick. I know you want to walk away, but come back. We need to make a quick plan because what are we doing when we get there?
I can tell you exactly what we're gonna do.
we're probably just going to wait
More
for
likely-
our longboat.
More likely than not, we're gonna arrive. We're gonna sail past. We're not even gonna lower our anchor, and we're just gonna keep sailing.
You think they're just gonna let us breeze by the Marines? Knowing them, they're gonna want attacks or to fuck with us somehow.
And what exactly are they gonna do if most of, if not all of their ships are out in some blockade?
Block us?
So I'm pretty sure we're not heading to an island Marines per se, but we do need to head to a place until our longbow is set. So
That's the thing, actually. We need to go to this island of Marines, and specifically
Let's
not
out alongside.
stay long enough
Hold on.
for it
What
to
island?
reset.
What island of Marines?
Well, that we're going to like a marine base.
No, he
She told
explicitly
us that.
said there's no marine base.
I thought there was a fuck. I must have
No,
misremembered.
like she literally
No, you-
said. You asked what about it, and she said there's no marine base.
Yeah,
Oh, so
I like.
land of
Yeah,
pirates.
I thought that was the case.
Yeah, in which
I was
case,
pretty
yeah,
sure
we're fine. God, what the fuck am I talking
then we're
about?
good.
We were supposed to stay
Okay,
at
then let's
the
go.
island we're heading to for about 48 hours. Ollie
No,
remembers the
no, we're
details.
supposed to stay there for not less than 48 hours. We're not supposed to
Yeah,
stay
we have to
there.
leave.
We get there and we have to leave almost immediately
So why the fuck are we going there?
because we go there to get around the
I-
marine blockade.
I
God.
believe you had 2 days.
Yes, 48 hours.
Okay.
So it's not like you have to get there and leave. It's just you have to leave before 2 days pass. Meaning
Yeah.
you have to be there for a full 48 hours.
Why don't we just go there, get what we need, and leave the same day? Do we
Well,
need to stay there?
there's nothing we need there that we know
Then
of.
why don't we just go around the blockade?
That's what we're doing. God, okay.
All right, I'm caught up to
Well-
speed now because I was wondering.
Yes.
I know you guys said we had to stop somewhere.
We're going to this other island that the bird lady gave us the map to go to get around the marine blockade, and we're not supposed to stay, and we're supposed to stay there for less than 48 hours.
But we don't have to stay there.
But we don't have to stay there technically.
All right,
We just
that's
have
the
to,
part.
we just
that's the
if
part
we
I
do
want.
stay there, we just have to not be there for more than 48 hours.
Ultimately, Yami, the entire reason why this individual told you to go there is because, if you think about it, they're going to put a blockade up relatively close to where they're expecting you. By circumnavigating it, even by staying there for 24 hours, disrupts their timetable.
Got you. All right, so we're trying to beat the expectation. Got it.
And as long as
Yeah.
you're not there for 48 hours, you're able to continue on, and your log post
Smoothly,
will
without-
trace to the next island.
Without having to have to go through the blockade.
Which,
Got it.
if I'm
All right.
not mistaken, should be the Little Garden.
Okay. We've
All right.
unscrambled our brains.
All right. Well, Captain, up to you. I mean, we don't have to stay there. I can use. How much rum do we have on the ship, actually? And this is the in-game question. As Yami's asking, Kenshin's asking as a character, like, do we have enough rum on the ship? Do we need to stop there? Can I have enough rum?
That's a good question.
Edson annoyingly walks back over, takes out the spreadsheet or the clipboard. It looks like under normal rates of consumption. Stares at
That's
Yummy.
that sounds like normal. It's just like for me. I don't know about the rest of you guys. You guys have enough rum?
There's enough.
I forgot I have disguise kits.
Anyway.
So,
Well, we have to swing by the island anyways. Let's see what it's looking like. If anything, if we don't need nothing, we can just breeze by it. If not, we can make a quick pit stop, refuel, rest. We need to.
it is not an immediate journey. It is going to take you a couple of days to get there. So do keep that in mind. As said, you have time to have downtime. So the journey there is going to take about 4 to 5 days, give or take.
Okay.
Perfect. Just enough amount of time. I'm gonna rub my hands together and squint my one eye at Ollie. You know what time it is.
Training time.
Teach
I'm
me some of
assuming-
that good old hockey.
All right then. Well, we could train. We don't really have much room to train. We don't have anything useful training dummy wise. Ollie has to think about the training method we have to use.
Shiko's gonna train with Hina.
Ollie has a
Alrighty.
crazy idea.
What is
I
that?
like crazy. I don't like ideas, but I like crazy.
All right then. Okay, so it's a dumb idea. It means Ollie's going to take a few licks for this one, but essentially Ollie's going to practice his armament hockey whilst trying to practice his arms. It's going to be crazy. So the idea is you practice your armament hockey by punching, by essentially trying to punch me, and I'm going to try and block with the armament hockey. That's the idea. I got to guess where you're punching. So I'm training my observation hockey while you're training your armament. This is going to hurt a lot.
You sure about that?
It's not the most effective method, but basic methods don't really do much for me when it comes to hockey training.
All right. All right. Listen, I don't want to punch you for nothing. So how about you hold a cannonball and I try to punch the cannonball, and you got a sense where I'm about to punch and try to move it out the way.
That's actually a much better idea. Let's do that.
So I don't punch you, but I still punch something harder. Because no offense, Ali, as much as I like you and I do want to punch you and you have a punchable face, you're not hard enough than a rock. So.
Hey, with armament hockey, anything's possible. But yes, I can do that.
So it's a
Mind you, I will
win-win.
attempt to reinforce the cannonball with armament hockey just to make it hard for you.
There we go. See? So I try to punch the cannonball, and you try to read my movements where I'm about to punch, where you move the cannonball.
All right then, time for some advanced hockey training.
Look at us working together.
Oh,
Look at that.
let's see more.
They could be becoming best of friends.
Right? I see it. But with that, for the remainder of the day, you will be traveling more westward instead of north, and we are going to skip time. With that, over the course of the next meal, as Hina begins to dull out plates, you are going to notice that. Actually, Yami, give me a perception check.
Perception? Oh, shit. Perception. Perception. Nothing attributes. There we go. A 4. Actually, I'm gonna use a lucky point.
Okay.
What? Wait, would I have a long rest yet or no? I mean, either way, I still have 2 more.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, so all right, so I got 1 more lucky after this then, and it's not as good, but
It's twice
You
as
know-
good.
You look a little bit at your plate, and you look at everybody else's, and you notice that it almost looks like you have more rice and less meat. But it's not like your proportions are different. It's just casual observation.
so basically the rice was the more rice was replaced with the meat that I should have had. So it's still the same as everybody else's, but just different portions of certain things to make up for it.
Exactly.
Got you.
But
Yep.
that's all you notice.
I'm used to eating rats. This is a regular meal to me.
That's okay.
I'm like, oh, all right. I do not notice it with my perception even.
With your perception, all you notice is that it's more like, I'm noticing I'm not eating as much meat. That one looks like, whatever.
Yeah, like, oh, I got fishtail only. All right.
Exactly. It's not like you're being starved here.
No, it's just like, again, it's just different. Yup. I'm just like, oh, no full fish, just a fishtail, extra rice. Say no more. Not even questioning it. Yami's not even questioning it.
But with that, you would be able to pass through the night and take a long rest. Particularly Edson, your exhaustion would be relieved at that point, and we're going to jump to the next
Oh
morning
shit! Yeah,
unless
all
there's-
those skill checks should have been at disadvantage. Not that I succeeded on any of them.
Yeah, listen, I ignored it. It was okay.
Oh god. Fuck.
But unless there's anything specifically you would want to do, you would be able to pass the night uneventfully. It would be the crack of dawn, and once more you would see Hina already awake. You would see her kind of having a net, taking a couple of cannonballs, putting them in. And she's going to start by climbing up the mast with relying only on upper body strength and core.
The only thing Ollie would be doing the evening before is be singing a lullaby.
Excuse me.
Give me that performance check because I know you're going to rock it
All right.
anyway. I feel like you can roll
Well, let's see. I might roll poorly.
Listen, I feel like you can roll a 1 and still get a 20.
Yeah,
19.
I would have been sight.
Still a good performance. With that, what else would you guys like to do?
Edson's gonna be starting to carve some. It almost kind of looks like a boomerang out of some of the remaining wood that we have. Well, some of the wood that we have with his tinker's tools.
All right. Let's see if you could try it.
Okay.
Do you have? You have.
I have
carpenters
Tinker's
or-
Tools proficiency,
Okay.
and I have Tinker's Tools.
Go ahead and try.
Yeah, I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay.
Why do I even try? Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
You know, I just love when it's not my fault.
God damn it. The fact that you're making us roll for these is your fault.
Hey, I didn't do it.
Look, it's fine. The objective was to make something that flies erratically.
Hey,
If anything,
if
this
that's
just
the
makes
case, you
it better.
succeeded.
I made a
succeeded with
boomerang that
flying
flies really
colors.
badly. Mission accomplished.
As I see Edson trying to make this boomerang, can I try to make one better than his?
I'm intentionally trying to make it bad, so probably not hard.
I do not have no tinker tool skills, so
Do you even have Tinker's tools or tools that you can use? Because Edson's not letting you use his.
good point. Hold on. I don't think I do.
This is where he's going to try to challenge you to another shooting contest.
I'm gonna look at the captain and whisper to the captain. Do you have any tinker's tools?
No, I don't.
I'm gonna go to Ollie and I'm gonna go to the rest of the crew. That's not Edson. You guys have tinker tools I can borrow?
I only have instruments. I do have this. He pulls out the metal rod he had earlier. No, that's definitely not Tinker's tool. I have a chess set or some cards if you'd like to play, but I don't have any Tinker's tools. I mostly carry the fineries for entertainment. Also, don't play me at cards. I will ruin all. I will make you go bankrupt.
You win this round, Edson. As I say, Dinkelberg.
Edson just
Alright,
looked
if I
at
don't
you
have
as
no
like,
tinker's tools, because I'm not using my swords. I don't want to use my swords on such trivial tasks.
Edson just looks at you as you're like cursing his name from across the ship. And he's like, "What the? What on earth is this guy doing?"
You're gonna see me whispering to everybody, and every time I whisper to everybody, my one eye is just looking at you like, and I'm like, "Fuck."
Just like look over at like my wood chisel or something.
Yeah. I know what I'm getting. You know what? We might have to stop at the town for a day. I need some tinker's tools.
But with this newly crafted, very poor, erratic flying boomerang, I am actually going to practice my aim.
All right. Go ahead and give me an attack roll with disadvantage.
Yep.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick just to give you guys a heads up. I'll be right back.
Yep.
I do not hit it. In fact, it's a critical fail.
All right. It does come back to you.
And he'll just kind of be practicing this for a while.
Nah, listen, you got a while. How about the rest of you?
Hoshiko's going to be training his armament hockey.
Alrighty.
Ollie is currently just going to be focusing on his It's just going to be meditating, trying to get a better grasp on his own hockey. For now.
I'm also going to be meditating. You want to meditate together?
Why not? Group meditation is always fun.
Yep, and you've got the extra challenge of occasional gunfire.
Yeah, perfect. I'll have to meditate through it. Try and stay focused.
Alrighty. Day continues on. Everybody give me, if you were doing rigorous training, give me a strength-based check. You can choose the skill. If you were giving me a meditative training type of thing, give me a constitution or a intelligence check. You can choose the skill.
Since I was doing more dexterous training, can I argue acrobatics?
I'd allow it.
Actually, probably sleight of hand.
Terrible. Mine's a 10.
I'll allow it.
Going for athletics.
That is a 15. As he steadily gets better at trying to predict where the boomerang goes, I guess.
Okay.
Until suddenly a wind comes and throws it off its trajectory and you get sliced in the arm a little bit.
Damn.
That's fine. All comes with the territory.
I have 2 potential skills I can use here, DM. I could attempt to use performance if you would allow, DM, as just kind of do what I always do, just kind of focus on the meditating part. I'm so used to it now, it's almost routine, or investigation, if that makes more sense.
So I'm going to say performance wouldn't be applicable for meditation.
Fair enough. That's why I threw it.
Yeah, because of the fact that you're not performing.
Fair enough.
Insight would make sense.
I would
Insight
allow
would also-
I was going to say
Yep,
insight.
I would allow insight.
Okay. Is investigation appropriate? If I'm just trying to read
I
my
would say
surroundings?
because you're not. Are you actively searching your surroundings? Because if you're using hockey to do it, that wouldn't really be an investigation. That is an extrasensorial skill, rather than a direct investigation of a skill.
All right. So perception then, or I don't know.
I'd allow perception.
All right then. Let me calculate. Okay. 19.
That was
Alrighty.
a constitution check.
They said constitution or
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, with that, for the most part, you all have a successful day of training. And the day continues on uneventfully. Is there anything particularly you guys would like to do throughout the day?
Not really. Edson's kind of keeping to himself right now.
Hoshiko's just spending the day training his armament hockey and fighting style.
Alrighty. The next day continues on in the same pace. You've been getting steady meals from Hina in between her bouts of training. Give me a second. Alright. As you are sailing in through the next morning, you suddenly feel the winds begin to pick up.
Sorry, the winds begin to what?
Pick up.
Okay.
You begin
Are they picking up? How are they picking up? Like from what direction?
all around you.
Can I try to make a survival check to identify if it could be some kind of harmful phenomenon?
You certainly can.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I'm back.
16.
Yeah, ready?
14?
What are we all rolling, or
You begin to
What?
see,
what are we rolling?
with a 15 or better, you begin to see a cone begin to form. After
They're rolling survival.
about a minute, you would
I'm good at survival.
those who failed the check would notice, but a
not.
tornado does begin to form.
Bring in the sails.
It is north. It is directly north of your current direction.
Oh, so it's not in front of us.
It's veering off to the side, but it does
Does-
seem strong.
We're heading west, right?
Yeah, observing.
You are heading west,
Okay.
but again, it is large.
Observing it, does it look like it's coming this way?
It does look, and the
It'd be-
winds are blowing in the direction westward.
So it'd be a hurricane, not a tornado, technically, correct?
No, it is a tornado.
No. This is a tornado,
There is a cone forming.
and it's going
It
west.
is blowing. It is just in the northern direction currently.
Hmm.
Well,
Well-
for now
Mhm.
we've got the wind in our sails, but it's something we got to be cautious of.
All right, navigator, you do your navigating. I'll do my steering. Let's get out of here. Captain?
Go ahead and
Not
give me the
necessar-
required checks, please. If you are attempting to flee.
How far is it? Well, it's coming in our direction. I would hope we're attempting to flee.
I would say that
I-
where the cone is forming is probably about about a mile and a half away.
just observing it for a few minutes. Which direction does it look like it's going in? I know the wind is blowing west, but that doesn't necessarily
it looks
guarantee
like
its
the
direction.
the clouds are heading towards your direction.
Okay.
I only got one eye, and I can see that.
Yep. There we go. Yeah, that's Yep.
You know, so, all right, real quick, for my knowledge, again, this is all meta right now, but for a navigator, what would a pirate prestige do for you exactly?
I don't actually know, because I remember looking at it a while ago and feeling like it
Storm
wasn't
tracking.
that useful.
It helps
It's
us get like higher NPCs and stuff. I don't think it helps us. It's not like
No.
inspiration.
That's what
Give
the
me a
captain
sec-
does.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
No, Edson's is storm tracking.
So he should have a...
Okay.
In places
Oh,
like the
God.
Grand Line, fully understanding the climate and conditions is awfully incredible. Difficult, blah, blah.
Okay, I'm
You're
gonna
about to
just
run
bodically
danger-
inspire
This
our
may-
navigator and our helmsman.
If the
gonna
navigator is
use-
unable to find a way around this, they may choose to expend one pirate prestige point to completely steer clear and avoid a storm or danger. It is possible
Yep.
that the
Yeah.
storm may
Yeah,
be an
all right, thank God I
exceptionally
asked.
That's a fair point, actually. Yeah, I probably
Yeah.
never would have used
Now,
this.
keep in mind, it is possible that the storm may be exceptionally dangerous, so much that 1 point might not be enough to satisfy the condition. In this case, 1 point is enough. Just
All right,
That
thank
is-
God.
keep
Thank
in
God.
mind,
Thank God I asked.
My
it will
God,
not
Yami had a
always be-
good idea.
you know what? I'm inspiring that.
Can't believe. So yeah, I'll do
I'm gonna
the-
shout to
I'll do
Edson
the
like,
thing.
"What are you up there for? Come on!" And he's like, "You know, I feel like out of spite of Yami and antagonizing him, he's like, you know what? Go this way." And I'm like, "All right."
Really? You went Lieutenant Dan there for a second? Come on!
That was a good one. I wish I could give you inspiration.
Ollie is just gonna sing through the storm like he always does.
But with that, you are able to steer clear of the storm.
Edson almost picks like the most optimal path to get out of the storm, just so that he doesn't have to listen to Ollie sing again for the 1000th time.
I mean, it's
Whether-
kind of catchy. It's kind of catchy at this point.
Look, whether it's good or not, it every time.
Just no, you're not allowed to sing during a storm. We're getting fed up with this.
It's like, you don't need to sing every time something happens,
Like,
right?
You can grab the sails, not your guitar.
There are better things that you could be doing.
Ollie just looks at you going, "You don't understand. I have to sing during a storm. I feel compelled to."
I feel
But
like
yes,
I was like, all right, so not my guitar. I'm pulling out my flute.
He usually uses an accordion, which I
that.
kind of respect that. But he does have a lute and a flute he can turn to.
So he's like, all right, so not this one. Got it. Starts pan fluting really hard. Hardcore pan flute. Just swinging his hair around like a rock star in the middle of a storm.
Hey man, you're a rock star. Gonna stop singing because
Please stop. The storm's over. You can stop singing now.
With that, all that
Ollie
glitter-
stops singing as soon as the storm's over.
all that glitters is gold, and the sun is shining brightly. As you steer clear, and unless again there's anything you want to do besides the meals that you get served, and I'm sure that Edson's still monitoring Hina's cooking.
Of course. Every day, every meal, he praises her for once again satisfying the stomachs, but
Head
most
pats.
importantly, satisfying the clipboard.
I was gonna say too. I feel like every time Yami takes his one of his like sips of rum, Edson comes by out of nowhere and just checks off his checkboard, looks at me like,
Yep.
Oh, I'm sure he's
this guy
monitoring
goes, "Damn."
alcohol. But also, keep in mind, Yami, you notice that your meals are slightly different every time than everybody else's. You are deprived of something and given more filler.
Well, it's time to go fishing. Yeah, so but I would be catching fish, be doing my armament training with Ollie, doing my regular workouts. But yeah, I'm catching fish and
My God. Everybody, he's Zoro. He's fishing and working out.
oh my goodness, leave me
Oh,
alone.
gosh.
That's all he does.
But with that, Hina would be looking around. How is everybody doing with training wise?
I'd say Edson's continuing with his weird boomerang. And this is kind of like a roundabout way of doing observation hockey, kind of. Mostly it's just he's really peeved that he didn't, like, hit that snail.
Okay.
Well, Edson, if you want some training, I got you. You know I'm a better shot.
He completely ignores you. In fact, you'll notice that over these past few days, he's actually been a little bit more distant than normal.
Would you vocalize that you wanted to train observation hockey, or are you just
No, he
stubborn
wouldn't-
and trying to do it your way?
He wouldn't vocalize it. He'd just try to do it his own way.
Okay.
And even then, he probably wouldn't really view it as hockey training, and more just getting good.
Alrighty. So, with that, Yami, you are going to see Hina approach you.
I'm assuming at this time I'm like kind of like swaying the ship, like leaning on the steering wheel. kind of lazily, steering it with my elbows. My hand holding my head, like what's that? You know what I'm trying to talk about? Like when you're like leaning your hand in your head and your elbow is just there.
Yeah, supporting your head with your arm.
Yeah, but on the steering wheel, just like
Nah, I got.
ah.
But you understand, unless that doesn't have it unless it's locked in, it's a wheel. So pressure on it's gonna cause it to spin.
Oh no, yeah, I know, but I'm gonna like kind of like steer with my I'm doing both at the same time. Like I'm
Gotcha.
leaning my head. Huh?
What he's saying, what he's essentially telling us is that while he's nonchalantly leaning on the steering wheel, everybody else is getting somewhat of a bumpy ride.
I'm still no, I'm steering it just lazily. Cause I mean, unless we're like having rough bumps on the waves, like if it's calm waters, I'm just like using my elbow, leaning my head in to hold it straight so it doesn't sway. Unless it's like bumpy, then that'd be a different story.
I'm not sure that's how wheels work, but
I mean, depends what you're driving. You know what? When you drive stuff, you
It's a
tell me.
wheel. It goes around. You're not dealing with a rudder.
I've drove in a car with my knees, so just saying.
Officers of the law, we have nothing to do with this. Do not pursue
I'm just saying,
us
as
in
long as you
any
hold the wheel
way.
straight, it'll go straight.
Committing vocalizing crimes on the internet is not necessarily truth, so we are protecting him. This is an object of fiction. I got you, buddy. Anyway, but with that, she's going to look at you. If you can separate yourself, I wouldn't mind you lending a hand. Do you have time?
Oh. I'm gonna look around. I'm pretty sure the waters are calm, right?
Relatively so at this moment.
Who else is on deck with me?
Oshiko is training his hockey and Hina's fighting style.
You see Edson every so often firing off a shot and sometimes hitting and most of the time missing a boomerang that flies really weirdly.
So I'm kind of like observing the deck. I'm looking around. Is the captain captain? Are you on top of the deck?
Yeah, I'm meditating up there.
I'm looking at the potential people to hold for my steering wheel just in case anything happens. I'm like, no. As Edson's shooting and missing, no. Hoshigo just doing his random training, no. Ollie probably just blindfolded trying to catch flies because he's trying to do his I'm assuming observation hockey or some shit. Definitely not. Captain, you mind watching the steering real quick? I gotta take a walk.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. And I'm gonna follow Hina with no questions until we get to our destination.
She's not bringing you very far. It's going to be right in the center of the deck. She's going to hand you a plank of wood. I need you to attempt to hit me.
With the plank of wood?
Yes.
I'm gonna cock my head a little bit.
And you're going to see that she takes a piece of cloth and she covers her eyes.
Are you sure about this?
You are going to notice that she doesn't give you a response, but she begins to focus.
Kind of like a huff. All right. I won't hold back, and I'm gonna take a swipe.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Do you want me to use the
Just
katana stats or just a D20 plus my proficiency?
D20 plus your proficiency.
So
Technically plus strength, not proficiency, because he's not proficient
yes.
with improvised weapons.
Yes. D20 plus your strength modifier. Yes, you're right.
Okay,
You're right.
so +3. All right, so D20 +3, and I'm not holding back.
All right. It comes. Where are you aiming for?
I'm not gonna try to like hit her on the head or anything. Like maybe like in the legs,
Okay.
lower body for my first one at least.
She is sitting.
Oh, she's sitting, so maybe like in the arm, like her bicep.
It is going to connect. And you hear, alright, again. And she's going to flex her neck. She's going to stretch out. And she's going to close her eyes again and resume her focus.
Are you sure about this?
Please don't be a bitch about this.
Damn.
You know,
She's training her armament hockey.
you
More
know,
observation.
This one
You
is
know-
an observation drill.
I like you more and more, Hannah. I think you're more tougher than half these bastards on this ship.
Oh man, you're rolling good.
Now, right? Fucking now, when I
Like-
don't need to, because
Right now, her AC's
look.
only her AC's only 14. Like I
Look, the
can't
thing-
even. All right, you hit.
Look, the thing becomes we have to fail at what we're doing. What she's doing is training, so obviously she needs to fail at it by Yami doing well.
Right?
right? This doesn't do nothing for me.
She's
Look,
learning. Hey, listen,
all
it can
get
hone
the
your
bad-
swordsman skill.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
No,
she's
no,
not using
technically-
armament at all.
Technically, this is my woodsman skill, not my swordsman skill. Because my swordsman skill sucks.
Alrighty. She's gonna do one more time.
Alright, and I'm aiming at the opposite arm for this one, so I'm not hitting her in the same spot. For my third one, I'm going with a piercing strike, like straight to her abdomen, if it hits.
Alright, you're trying to stab her with it. You want to stab her with that wood? I got you.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, it was too easy. It was there.
Oof, well, this one won't.
You are gonna notice that she reaches out within an inch of piercing and just grabs it.
Hmm.
I saw that one.
Hmm.
And she's gonna stretch. You're gonna see that she is flexing the areas you did hit. Thank you very much.
Alright, no problem. I'm gonna put the wood down. I'm gonna hand her the wood. Alright, Captain. Get your scent off my steering wheel. I love you, but that's one thing that's mine.
Is there anything else anybody would like to do for the remainder of the day before we kind of jump ahead to approaching the island?
I was gonna say I did want to train. I did want to train with Ollie for my armament as well, because I
Alright.
do want to like try to punch the cannonball.
So go ahead.
Alright.
And tell me how you guys do it.
Ollie, did you do your observation training already?
He hasn't done his observation today. He was going to try something else. But okay, yeah, I'll help you with this.
I mean,
Ollie,
if
what
you
did
want to
you-
just hold the cannonball for me, that's fine. But if you want to train with me, we can. Up to
Okay, we can train together. That's all good.
see you. I don't mind punching. Hina's different. Oh, did I say that out loud? Shit. Inside voice.
Inside voice. Alright then. You can give it your best shot. I am going to be focusing on reinforcing the cannonball whenever he punches it, and be blocking his attacks with the cannonball.
Would that be a strength check or?
I would say give me a strength check.
I'm punching it, right? Because I'm not using my swords for this one. I
If
don't
you're
want to.
punching, I would say give me an unarmed strike.
Okay. Because yeah, I'm not gonna use my swords, especially on Ollie. Strike. Where would I go? How do I do it? What's an arm strike again? Because I don't have.
Everybody is proficient with unarmed strikes.
Yeah, it'd be
So it'd be
D20
strength
plus your
plus
strength
proficiency.
modifier plus your proficiency. Yep.
So it'll be my strength modifier plus my proficiency modifier.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it would be like +5 or something.
All right, yeah, it's +5. I just want to make sure before I do all that. All right. All right. So first punch coming to the cannonball. Terrible. Can I use a luck point?
You certainly can. It's a new day.
We've long rested. Can't go get all of them back.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank God I'm a lucky son of a bitch, right? It pays off to have one eye. It's my lucky eye.
Rolls a 1. Oh.
No.
Oh,
Woo!
funny.
That, you know what?
That's
I think Kenshin's character, out of spite, heard Edson say that and was like, ah!
The worst thing is, technically can't crit.
No, yeah, I know, but it feels good.
At least not basic on arm strikes.
It feels good for me and Kenshin.
Yeah.
That finally I rolled higher than a fucking 1 and a 2, so.
Bounce.
But yeah, that would be my first strike.
All right, go ahead for your second.
Ready? Gotta do this manually. I gotta type this thing in. All right. Let's hopefully get some. Oh wow, didn't type nothing. Don't you hate that when you're typing and nothing comes up?
Nope, I just use the dice tray.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know why that rolled twice, but
It was a 19 either way.
Yeah, 19.
it was 2 14s.
Yep,
Yeah, it's 19.
I got you.
I don't know why I did that. All right.
19 isn't bad.
Yeah,
19,
not bad at
you
all.
are going to be able to punch one of them. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. Let's see.
As you,
How do I get to the con save? Oh, I know how to do it. You gotta click it, then it says save or a
Yep.
check.
Yep.
damage
As you-
10.
You know me too well. You're gonna hear a crack.
But it's not the ball.
It's not the ball, but you do deflect it. But you are breaking your pinky.
Just shit. Like a hairline fracture or like a full break?
Hairline fracture.
Ollie's just looking at him going, did you forget to put the wraps on again?
I'm gonna look at my hand completely unwrapped. No.
I look at his unwrapped hands. Yeah, I totally believe that.
You know, when I look through
Meanwhile,
this
I'm
eye,
just reinforcing his cannonball, just making it harder.
I'm like, when I look through this eye, it was kind of wrapped as I point to my eye that's not working, that's patched. Oh gosh.
Oh boy, you're fun, Yami. I love this.
Edson's just gonna take a brief moment from his training and go walk over and kind of silently tend to Yami's finger.
Does anybody
do
have
better
cure
than that.
wounds?
I'm not gonna
I'll
stop
cast,
Edson.
I'm gonna hype Yami up. I'm just gonna be healing word. You can do it. I know you can. You can punch through this.
I'm just gonna roll a 21 medicine check.
I'm gonna leer Edson, but I'm not gonna stop him. Like, I'm gonna squint my one eye, like,
He rolled a 21 medicine check, helping somebody else and not himself.
You know what, Hoshigo? Go read your damn books.
Hey, I'm training my
Wait, who said that?
army
Wait, who
hierarchy.
said that? That was Ollie? That was Ollie who said that? Whoever said that about the 21.
Oh, that was me. Yeah.
Oh, it was Hoshigo? Alright, I got you right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you had it
go read
right.
your damn
You had the right
Like-
person.
I'm just hyping you right now.
As I go over and like masterfully splint this finger.
As you do, Ollie, you hear Ollie kind of. How would you use your healing word?
So how Ollie's healing word works is it's actually him projecting. It's kind of like how his word seems to convey this kind of he seems to convey his haki into the person's wound, and it's almost like the individual's wound heals faster, as though their own life force is strengthened.
I was gonna say, I felt like I was gonna go, dun, 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 like start humming a song and just like kind of motivate me, like a Rocky kind of thing.
Between the splint and this feeling of hockey or this energy flowing through you, your hand heals at a faster rate. It's not perfect, but it's not as bad as it was initially.
Yeah, so I don't. I guess I would say I assume I don't. I mean, I don't feel the pain, but it's still kind of like hurt.
Yep.
The big thing is it makes you forget your pain. All right,
then after
I'm
doing
going to
this-
bardically.
After doing this, he just silently walks away.
I'm going to bardically inspire Kenshin for his third attack. Let's go.
That's what, a +4?
1d6.
Yeah.
1d6.
Not that he needs it.
I'm gonna use it just
Yeah.
because. Just because, I'm not gonna. It's my last roll. Why does it say 2d6? Sorry about that. 1.
Next level, it becomes a d8.
24. So I'm like, just like, and I feel like Edson probably like wrapped my hands as they were supposed to be wrapped originally,
Probably.
and like, I just like punched through the pain and everything. But yeah, that's my roll.
Wait, you just did it again?
I thought we were doing it a third time, right?
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that hurt, but you didn't hurt yourself further. Like you are tearing through the pain.
I'm just inspired by Ollie, and then my hands are actually firmly wrapped properly thanks to Edson, and I just
Again,
punched.
Johnny?
Huh?
Want to go again?
So like the animes when they punch something and it hurts and like their body vibrates. I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, no, I'm alright. Like tiny tears coming out my eyes, but I'm holding it in. Like, nope, I got it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. All good.
Is there anything else anybody would like to do?
I'm just gonna keep training.
Captain, would you like to train? I'll help you train.
I was just meditating. Seems to be the easiest way for me to train.
All right. If there's nothing pressing the players would like to do, what we're going to do is we're going to call it here for the night. Because we're going to time skip ahead and the players are going to reach Iron Root Island. And the next leg of their adventure is going to begin. First, will they be stranded in the area for over 48 hours? Thus,
Wait, what?
throwing out their entire time schedule as well as the entire plot that lays ahead of them. Not the plot in particular, because currently they are on the same route that Luffy took. Should they veer off on this island for over that 48-hour period, they will no longer be on that path and will be on a completely canon path, which has many adventures in store for it either way. We'll see what the players decide. For now, players, say goodbye.
I'm about to say, depends on the story or our shenanigans, because God knows what we're going to get into next.
We'll
But
find out.
have a good night, everybody. Thank
Next
you for tuning
time
in.
on.
Till next week, see you all then. Bye.
See ya.
Night.